designs to make packing for the holidays easier. Starting with these travel vacuum seal bags to compress down large or puffy coats. You can use the pump it comes with or roll the air out. It saves so much room in your suitcase and would be perfect for ski trips. Along with these compression packing cubes, I use these on every trip. They come in a pack of 6. You can use the packing cubes at full size or compress them down. These are especially helpful if you can only pack a carry-on. And also, don't forget to pack a travel steamer for your clothes. They can get wrinkled in the vacuum seal bags. Lastly is a 2-in-1 duffel that extends out into a garment bag. I was able to fit 3 large coats in and still zip back up into the full-size duffel bag to fit the rest of my essentials. It also has a side slot for shoes. It makes the perfect weekender bag or carry-on.
This viral Love Look duffel bag all over my TikTok For You page, so I knew I had to buy it and test it out for you guys. For this pack, I'm including 11 different cold weather outfits, including 2 pairs of shoes and a couple pairs of pajamas. And all of the clothing items that I'm packing all fall within the black and brown color scheme. This is one of my best tips when it comes to getting the most number of outfits out of a small carry-on only wardrobe, because when you pack in all one color scheme, that means everything that you're bringing can mix and match well with each other. So essentially, I should be able to pair any of my pants with any of my tops and any of my sweaters to get the maximum number of outfits out of just a few clothing pieces. For this pack, I am using my medium-sized packing cube to hold the majority of my items, and as always, I'm folding each clothing item to the length and width of the packing cube. This is my best method for fitting in as many clothing items as possible, and it also helps my clothes stay wrinkle-free because they're nice and flat inside my cube. I'm also packing a small packing cube, and this is where I'm putting my underwear and my bras, and I'm also throwing my first night's pajama set in here. That way it will be super easy to grab once I arrive at my destination. And that's it for all of my clothing items. Everything fit in these 2 different packing cubes. So now it's time to actually pack up my bag and see what this thing can do. Like I said, this is the Love Look duffel bag, and it meets carry-on size requirements for all 9 US airlines. It has 2 pockets on the outside of the bag and a luggage strap to go over your luggage handle. It also has a really large main compartment, and the bag itself comes with a little matching makeup bag, which is really nice, as well as a shoulder strap. And inside the duffel bag, there's some additional storage. There's a bunch of pockets inside, including a couple zipper compartments and a wet pocket so you could put your toiletries or any bathing suits in here. And it also has a separate zipper shoe compartment at the bottom of the bag, and it even has built-in air vents, so it's perfect for putting your shoes or your gym gear down here. So now let's actually get this thing packed. In the bottom compartment, I'm putting some of my flat items like my makeup mirror and my toiletry bag. I like to put square or flat items down here because it helps the bag stand up on its own once it's all full. I'm also putting my small packing cube and my shoe bag with my tennis shoes down here, along with my travel blow dryer. All of those items zipped up no problem in the bottom shoe compartment, and I even had a little extra room to spare. And I have to say, I am pretty impressed with how sturdy the bag is, even with all of that bulky stuff in the bottom. In the main compartment of the bag, I am putting my jewelry organizer in one of the side pockets along with my travel hairbrush, and I'm putting my medium-sized packing cube that is completely stuffed full in this main middle part. I also used the matching pouch that came with the bag to hold all of my makeup, including my makeup brushes, which are in my little blue silicone pouch. So I'm throwing that into the middle compartment as well, along with my tech organizer that has all of my charging cords inside. And that's how the Love Look travel duffel bag looks, all packed up with 11 different outfits for a cold weather trip. I will have this bag tagged in the TikTok shop below, along with in my Amazon storefront. Let me know if you have any questions. Whenever I do a carry-on only pack, you guys are always asking me to air out my dirty laundry, but literally, you always want to see what my suitcase looks like packed with all of my dirty things when I come home. So here's a reminder of what my carry-on suitcase looked like before I left for my 12-day cruise vacation, and here's a real-life look at what it looks like now that I'm home, including all of the souvenirs I brought back with me. So let's talk about how I packed it. One of the larger souvenirs I brought home with me were these brand new pair of espadrilles that I got at a store in Puerto Rico, so those are up top in my shoe bag, and then all of my dirty clothes and undergarments get folded back into my packing cubes. This includes 3 new outfits that I bought while I was on our trip and already wore, so everything in here is dirty. On the right side of the bag is my over-the-door organizer, which I use to stay organized on the cruise ship. Now, normally I would have my interchangeable heels in a shoe bag, but because I bought that new pair of sandals, I wanted them to be protected in that clean bag. So to keep these from touching anything else in my bag, I put the over-the-door shoe organizer right on top of them, so that would be the only thing they were touching. Also on this side is my bathing suit pouch with my bathing suit I wore that morning, so because it was a little wet, I didn't want it to touch anything else. I also have these 2 little Nutcracker Christmas ornaments that were gifts from the cruise ship, and this obnoxiously patriotic waterproof phone holder because I forgot my normal one at home, so this was my only option at CVS. I also have my Downy wrinkle spray, and I have a little bag full of all my undergarments that are clean that I did not wear. I also have my Revlon blow dry brush, which was my blow dryer that I brought on the trip, and my jewelry organizer, along with my makeup brushes and my makeup bag. I ended up running out of a few makeup products while I was on the cruise ship, so I threw them away and then used the extra space to store my sunglasses and some medicine. I also have my travel hairbrush packed on the side, along with my over-the-door hooks, and another shoe bag that had my sandals that I brought with me on the trip. I also have my CalPac toiletry bag with all of my remaining toiletries inside. I did also use up a bunch on the cruise ship, so I left many empties behind. And finally, I have my mesh organizer that I hung up on the wall of our cruise cabin. And that was everything I fit in my carry-on bag at its normal size. I didn't even have to use the expansion zipper, although I did end up putting my passion heels in my personal item bag this time because they were hiding in a corner and I didn't notice them until after my whole carry-on bag had already been packed, so it was just easier to throw them in my tote bag at that point. Now, once all of my bags are completely unpacked, I'm setting aside all of the cruise specific items like my over-the-door organizer and my magnetic hooks for the cruise cabin, and I'm packing all of those items away together in their own little pouch. That way everything is nice and organized for the next time we head on a cruise and I won't have to go looking for everything. I'm also unpacking my travel makeup bag, and I'm putting all of my daily makeup items back into my daily makeup case, and anything that's a travel specific item I'm leaving in my travel makeup bag for the next time I go on a trip, and then I'm just packing everything back into my makeup drawers along with my travel makeup brush pouch and my travel jewelry organizer, so everything's stored together. And then all of my dirty items and my dirty packing cubes that I pulled out of my bag, I am emptying directly into my hamper. This is one of the best parts of having them all packed together in your cubes because it makes it super easy to prep for laundry, and I will even throw my packing cubes and my shoe bags in the hamper to get washed on gentle cycle, and I'll just air dry them so they're nice and clean for my next trip too. And finally, before I put my suitcase away, I will get out my magic eraser and I will get out any scuffs or marks that happen to my bag during travel. As long as you tackle them right when you get home, you can usually get most marks out with a magic eraser. So I always try and remember to do this before I put my bag away. And that is how I unpack my dirty suitcase after a long vacation. Let me know if you have any questions.
Wes? Saya bos. Aku tak macak tidur tadi. Oh ya wes. Ada nih. Siap.
A few moments later.
Suwi mana mau. Rom! Situ bos tilut. Suwi mentah. Hah, nggak podo-podo tapi. Ya Allah, suwene. Rom, wes mari ora. Sik to bos dilut ae. Ayo podo-podo to. Rom, wes mari porong. Wes mari porong cacah ki mau. Rom, wes apa urang? Sik to bos dilut. Mas, ditinggal ya?
Ya. Sebentar lagi kok.
Podo-podo bene wes. Boss, I'm coming. Akhirnya. Ayo bos, aku siap. Aku wes mari perform. Tidak.